This Flawless is a shield for those who take refuge in him. Problems, learn to fight, and Coach Perseus kept the business alive.
All right, welcome everybody. This is Unlikely Butterflies, and this is actually, I'm so excited for this one because it basically tells you kind of what people in the community are doing and what efforts they're using to give back. The topic for this actual section is keep going. And I have Perseus Carter. Is it Carter?
Yes.
Perseus Carter. All right. So he actually has a gymnastics place in Texas, and I want to let him start off with just kind of letting you know the location and kind of like what he does within the gymnastics arena. So I'll let you go ahead and go for it.
All right. We're located, our address is 5650 Kroger Drive in Fort Worth, Texas, 76244 is the zip code. We're located in between the city, Keller and Fort Worth. So if I was going across the street, I'd be in Keller. So that's how close it is to Keller. Keller is one of the strongest school systems in the Fort Worth area, in the North Texas area. And a lot of people bring their kids into Keller. Our gym, we consist of, we have a full competitive gymnastics program in which we start competing in August. We have a full competitive tumbling and trampoline program, and they have already competed this year, and we've done really well as a team. We have one more meet left. In 2 weeks, we'll be in Utah. Our team will be competing. Four of our children made it to national competition, and they're going to compete in Utah and represent Flawless. And we also have a cheerleading team. And in the future, we'll have a Ninja Warrior team, American Ninja Warrior team in here. So we also, we're working on having a parents fitness center in here. So when the parents come in and watch their kids work out, they can work out themselves in our fitness center. So we're working on that. We'll have that in sometime at the end of the summer.
That's amazing, Perseus. So can you tell the people, how long have you been in this, arena as far as gymnastics and you know, doing it from the beginning? Like, how long have you been invested in gymnastics?
Every bit of my life.
I know, right?
I've been in gymnastics for a long time. I started at 7, and my mother took me to a circus. And when I went to a circus, I saw the guys flipping on the sidelines of the circus. I said, I want to do that. And then when I went to the neighborhood that I lived in, which is in Detroit, there was a lot of guys flipping inside of a vacant lot. And they would take matches out of these apartment buildings, put it in a vacant lot, and start flipping. And I wanted to learn to do that. And so I went and taught myself. So the first time I tried to do a flip, I was 7, and I land on my head, and I walk around with a crick in my neck for about 2 weeks. But as soon as I was better, I went right back out there and I learned how to do it. And since then, I've been tumbling. And then
I love that. So, go ahead.
But then at 13, I started coaching, and I've been coaching for over 40 years.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what made you want to start your own business as far as gymnastics?
It's funny. I had gotten out of gymnastics and stopped coaching right after my mother passed away, about a couple years after that, maybe in 2011, 2010, 2011. When I got tired, I got out of it. And so I was working for a company at the same time that transferred me to Texas. I worked for them. And so what ended up happening is I start, getting into really praying and getting into the word. And so, it's funny, something came in my prayer and say, you're frustrated at this job. And I gave you a gift. And the gift was not really gymnastics, working with kids. So I said, well, since I had a gift and I knew gymnastics and I could work with kids, I came home and told my wife, it's time for me to let this job go. 17 years I was with that job. I said, I'm letting it go. She said, what? I said, I'm letting it go. I'm about to open me a gym. And so I started writing my business plan 8 years ago.
That's beautiful because
and that's where it's at now. I left that job 8 years ago. I was not working off and on, doing odd jobs. And this is what I've been working on. And now,
right. And I'm so glad that you brought up the spiritual aspect of it, because a lot of times it's hard to walk in faith because you don't know what's ahead. So it's like, oh, how do I do this? But it seems like you took the courage enough to just say, I'm gonna do it.
right.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And I totally did on faith, 100% on faith. I wouldn't have done it no other way.
Look,
Everything
you're helping me right now
Yeah.
with faith. So that's
Everything happened to me in faith and prayer. Everything that's happening right now. Whoops. I have a name for my gym.
okay.
And then, but nothing was working out in that name because I was doing it in my mind and not in God's, leadership. So one day I was at a dealership to get my wife's oil changed, and I said, "Man, I'm having trouble." And I right in front of all these people, I put my head on the desk and I started praying. I asked God, I said, "God, what if you want me to be where I'm at? And what if you don't want me to have this name? What I want you to do." And I was praying, this is serious. I sat down on the table and I had my head down and I said, "I want you to give me a name that will ring on earth and in heaven, and then give me the location." As soon as I came up out of that prayer, this is the very thing that happened. I went straight to Proverbs, and he sent me to Proverbs 13:5. What is it? I forgot what it was. I can't believe that. But he sent me straight to Proverbs 30:5.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading this scripture. And it kept on saying, every word of God is flawless. Every word of God is flawless. He's a shield who takes refuge in him. And flawless just kept popping out. So I said, well, that's going to be the name of the gym, Flawless. And it was a spiritual name. And then I went to my wife, and my daughter was living with me at the time. And I said, guess what, guys? We had to go through the whole business plan. I had already written a business plan. I said, we had to go through the whole business plan and rewrite the name. It's going to be Flawless Gymnastics, Fitness, and Cheer. And that's what God gave me. And then he put me in the location I'm at.
Right. And to me, that's amazing, because sometimes in life, like, you may think you know what you're going to do, and then sometimes you just have to just say, scratch that. We about to do something else. But look what the product has made. You've made something amazing. What do you think are some things that people should avoid when starting their own business?
Well, the one thing you have to do if you have the power to do it is avoid negativity.
Okay.
Because it's so many things. The biggest thing is fear. Mm-hmm. The fear of taking that plunge and doing something that's almost impossible to do in this country. In America, they make it very hard for a new business to succeed. It's purposely, to me, set up for a new business to fail. Mm. It's set up for that. In other countries, new businesses thrive. Yeah. But in this country, they make it where they don't loan money to a startup business. Mm. They make it hard. You got to come with your own money to start your business. But I ain't having it.
Yeah.
So I had to do a lot of stuff to make it happen. And my whole thing, I don't like doing anything illegal. So everything I had to do was legal. Right. So I had to work even harder. And so once again, I stepped out on faith. But the hardest thing is to avoid negativity and to overcome your fear of taking a plunge and doing something different.
I hope the people watching this are taking notes, because you're bringing up so many key points, because you have a lot of the younger generation that feel like, oh, I got to do this and flip it in order to make this. But here you're saying that you don't have to do that. There's other ways that you can go about it.
Other ways you can do it. And so on the side of this company, I'm setting up another side company called C4 the Sub. And I already got the logo and everything written up, and my lawyer is working on the LLC for it. But it's called C4 the Sub because I know America is terrible at supporting startup businesses. They're really terrible. And the banks are really terrible about supporting startup business. So what I'm doing, C4 the Sub mean caring for the startup business. And so what my company is going to do, they're going to take the startup business. We're going to help you write your business plan. We're going to stay with you for that year that they say every business failed in a year. Well, I'm going to give you a lawyer free, a financial guy free, and an accountant free for a year. We're going to make sure you survive that first year so you can go on there and open your business. Screw America and trying to make you bad, make you fail. We're going to make it where America is going to get on bandwagon to making sure that they're supporting their own companies inside America, because they make it very difficult in this country to start a business.
And you know,
if I was in China, I'd have started a business yesterday. You know
what, Perseus too, and to me, that's you giving back, because you're educating people on what that should look like. And to me, that's profound. Like that's you saying, you know what, I'm going to teach the youth. And that's what we need. Like we need more people like Perseus.
I want everybody to know, if you got an idea, want to start a business, I'm going to help you create it. I'm going to help you bring it to life, because I know how to do it. I don't have my back against the wall with this stuff. I don't have so many people slam the door in my face. But you know what helped me? What? Is I watched 2 movies.
Okay, look.
The one movie I watched was The Founder. And what I learned from The Founder is persistence is what helped you succeed. Being persistent, not taking no for an answer. And then the other one was Steve Jobs. No matter how much his back was against the wall, he kept on stepping up and making it happen. He ain't care what the naysayers said. He made it happen.
Right. And I love that, because you know what, there's fear in that, because people don't want to do it, like you said, speaking on negativity, but then it's just your own self that's like, I don't know if I can do that, but you just like, you a go-getter. Yeah. I love that.
But to be a business person, you have to be a go-getter.
Yeah.
If you're a person that want to start a business and you don't want to work for it, then you don't start the business.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're not a person that's going to be positive, no matter what negative come out to you, then don't start the business. But if you really want to start a business and you want to know how, then that's where I'm gonna help you at. Okay. I want you to know how and capture your desires and your dreams, and don't let nobody stop you.
Right. I have another question too, and this is kind of off topic, but when you were talking about going into the banks and asking for money, do you think it was harder as an African American man, or do you think that made a difference?
Well, first of all, I think it's hard for anybody to go to the bank. If you're a startup, it's very hard for anybody, no matter what color you are.
Okay.
But it adds another level of convincing when you're African American.
Okay.
Convincing the people that you're really serious about it adds another level. But really, any nationality starting up a business, it's hard. They don't like to give money to start a business. I don't care who you are.
Just in general.
Just in general. They don't like to. And the lady told me when I first went into the bank, the lady that helped me create my Flawless account with the bank, she said, I help you create a business account, but I'm not gonna beg you any money. She said, why? Because we don't give to start up businesses. But if you go and ask a middle school to let you come in and work after school and get you about 100 kids, then we'll help you start. So I went back to that same lady after I had 500 students in my program, and I said, well, I got 500 kids. She said, well, how can I help you now? I don't want your help.
Right.
You didn't help me when I was struggling, so I don't want you to help me now. I got other banks.
Right.
And I'll tell you one key thing, don't ever have one bank, have a whole bunch of banks.
Multiples. Look, I feel like I should have you on again for that business piece, but that's a conversation me and you can have. But I think that it's important, So as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see really, but I have some of the merch back here that you guys offer. I noticed you guys also offer lemonade. Y'all have drinks. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh.
And people love it. We also got a parent that make these. So you see this cup?
Oh, I love
it says Flawless, and it's got the description. And then on the back, it has my name, and it has our colors on the cup. It's really pretty. We have a parent that make those.
Okay.
So those will be on our shelves too.
And I also have the Flawless shirt. Look, it's so cute though. It's so light. And you guys, I'm in Arizona, of course. They're in Texas, but this is so fitting for Arizona. And I know I'm in Arizona.
I'm going to eventually put a gym out there in Arizona. So tell people out there in Arizona we're coming.
We will. And one of the reasons I'm doing this too is because I have a lot of people from Texas, that live in Texas that could potentially benefit from your gym. So you guys, if y'all want to reach out, message me. I can give you the information. But it's important to get your kids in activities. Exactly. It really is.
Yeah.
Because it helps with a lot of the things that, conflict our youth today. Sometimes they get frustrated, but with activities like gymnastics, it helps them with stretching and different things like that. So I kind of want you to speak on the self-care piece to gymnastics, because I know for some people, they're like, okay, this is a lot, but really, does it help with self-care? Does it help with?
Helping the mobility skills always help the mental skills.
Okay.
Because you learn how to manage your body, how it needs to work. You learn how to manage your mind. In gymnastics, you use every facet of your body, including your mind, because it's a 100% thinking sport. you don't have 1 second to be careless because you get hurt for a long time.
Right.
You're up in the air pretty high, so 1 second of not thinking about what you're doing can really hurt you. So your mobility skills complement your mental skills. Um, but it's the one sport that if you do this sport, you can do any other sport easy because it teaches you how to use your whole body and control your whole body. So if you do anything, whether you do basketball, football, baseball, you learn how to do a little bit of gymnastics first. It's easier to do those other sports because you have great agility, great mobility, hand-eye coordination, all that stuff. But the hardest part is gymnastics. The hardest part is stretching. Nobody likes to stretch, but if you don't stretch, you can't last in any sport. That's why most football players end their careers so early because they're not flexible. Well, flexibility is the hardest part of gymnastics. The second hardest part, which we focus a lot on, is the conditioning of the body. I do more conditioning and calisthenics than I do gymnastics itself. Because if you're strong enough to hold a handstand, then you can hold a correct handstand.
Right.
But if you're not strong enough, I can get you to do a correct handstand. I have to do more conditioning the core to get you strong enough to do it. So the conditioning is half of my workout.
Yeah. Because I know when I was in track, like being able to hold up, just holding up the weights and stuff, I was like, no, I can't do this. So you're dead on with that.
Right.
And like you said, you've been in this for over 40 years. So I know you've seen, youth all the way to adult that's like went to nationals and different things like that. Like, don't downgrade your progress. Because I know you've seen a lot.
I competed at a very high level too. In the tumbling, I was an elite competitor. And I was once United States champion in tumbling, which I compete for the US in 7 countries. So in doing that kind of stuff, I know how to compete at the top level, but I know how to train the lowest level too. I mean, if you come in my gym, if you come into this gym, we train anybody walking this door. I even have an adult class. Adults that had a past intention to learn gymnastics. I have an adult class where I teach them, aerobics and tumbling. I teach them how to be strong and how to tumble if they want to do it. If they just want to get in shape, I teach them how to be in shape. I stay in pretty good shape, but I teach these adults, they have fun. We have an adult class that's really fun. It's really nice.
And look, your smile is so encouraging, Perseus. Like, if you just keep that smile, I can see people being like, I can do it.
Yeah, and that's what I do to them. I look at them and say, you can do this.
Right.
Because you only can do it when you doubt yourself, but you have somebody giving you the confidence and showing you how to do it right. Because really anything you learn, proper teaching make it easy, right?
Yeah.
Even if you learn how to do a math problem. If somebody teach you properly, you understand math. Somebody teach you bad, you hate math, right?
That's true.
So, like somebody teach you to read right, you love reading. Somebody don't teach you how to read right, then you don't care about reading. It's proper teaching that makes things easy. So when I teach gymnastics, I teach it properly, and I break it down to where kindergarten can understand how to flip up underneath.
And just even talking with you right now, you make people feel calm. You make people feel relaxed, because I know for me, sometimes these shows are like, oh my gosh, how is this going to be? But just talking with you just makes me feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about therapy? I think you should.
No, my therapy is coaching kids.
I love it.
That's enough therapy as is. I help kids get over fear. That's a hard thing to do. And in business, I want to help people get over fear because it's a hard thing to do.
You're right. So check Flawless out. I'm going to go to my last question, and then after that, you're going to give us a little tour of the gym. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So because this is Unlikely Butterflies, we're hip hop heads. We love hip hop, old, new, all of it. I want to ask you, who is your top 5?
One of my number ones was Eric B. and Rakim. Okay. That was my man. I always know they start thinking of a master plan. Ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand. Digging my pocket of money spent so I could be still coming up for Lent. So I start my mission, leave my resident, thinking how can I get to next president? But there's my favorite. And then I like Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Okay. Run DMC naturally was one of them. Heavy D was my man, my Nibbity Dibbity D. Right. And LL Cool J. Those are mine.
Look, amazing. Yeah. Amazing. You came from a beautiful era.
Yeah, it was. It was a great era. It was the beginning. It was the beginning of it all, Y'all
were like the pioneers of hip hop almost. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, all right. So let us check out the gym.
So when you come in the Flawless door, I'm at the front door. This is our front counter. You come in, that's how you go in, you can register here or you can ask questions there. And our office is very small because our gym takes up all of our space. The office is about maybe 2,000 square feet. The gym is like 40,000, 43,000 square feet. It's huge. And then when you come into the gym, to the office, then you come right over to our pro shop. So in our pro shop, we have our, like, we sell blankets. That's one of our waterproof blankets. We have bags, we have hats, we have clear bags, because they use these to go into competition. You have to have a clear bag with your stuff, so you have to check your bags. And then over here we have like the shirt, the jacket you have on. We have these jackets. We have a white one now. You haven't seen that one, the white one. And then we have the pink one that you have on. And we also sell this. This is a recent thing we started selling. We started selling these little massagers. They're really nice. And then you turn them on, they really massage you really good. We sell those. And then we sell bags, these kind of bags. And these parents say straight out of money.
I like that.
Then we have leotards we sell up here. We have a whole bunch of summer shirts. We have a whole bunch of summer shirts over here.
I love your colors, Perseus. Those colors, I love them.
The green that we have, the green and gray came from my daughters. Our really colors came from my daughters. Then if you come over here and look at this board, this tells you all the classes that we have. We offer a whole bunch of classes. Just an array of classes. And the cool part about it, and then I'd take you in here. This is what we call our eyeball eats place. You come in here, you might get anything. So in our refrigerator,
Okay.
we sell our flawless lemonades, homemade lemonades, and everybody buy them. This is our strawberry lemonade, and then we have our regular lemonade. But we have a lot of drinks in here. We sell a lot of snacks. We sell popcorn. We call it all eyeball eats because you might get anything. Sometimes you can get strawberry pies. You might get a sweet potato pie. You know, we sell a lot of stuff in here. So make it fun for people, something different. Anyway, you go out here. This is the gym. We walk through the door, and the gym is gigantic.
It's huge.
It's huge. So it's 45,000 square feet. And we have, this is our parent sitting area. Over here, we have our little pre-gymnastics team right here. We have our pre-team. Those are little gymnastics girls. Say hi, girls. This is YouTube interview. They interview in the gym. Yeah. So those are our little pre-team girls. This is one of our pre-team coaches, Jennifer. She's one of our great coaches.
Hello. Hi.
And then we having a summer camp right now. So they set up the summer camp going on all summer for 9 weeks. So kids bring their kids, drop them off in the morning, they keep them here all day, or they can drop them off in the afternoon. And then we have our gymnastics stuff. We have even bounce houses in here. It's a bounce house over there. We have trampoline. And then over here, eventually we're gonna have all this open space gonna be our Ninja Warrior. We just haven't started that yet. Then our gym is it's like 250 feet long and like 180 feet wide. It's very big. Now I'll take you over to the gym. We have parents' night out, and our parents' night out, they come in, they just play in the whole gym for 4 hours, and we feed the kids, right? And they're in the gym for 4 hours and having fun. And then there's a screen in the back right there, the video screen. They watch movies too. So sometimes we have sleepovers in here. They can watch movies and just enjoy the gym. So we have a lot of programs.
Right. So it's beyond a gym. You're actually engaged.
Yeah, we got everything. We got trampolines over in the corner. People just jump on the trampolines.
I love it.
Yeah, it's beyond the gym. We're gonna have a lot of stuff in here, man. It's gonna be a lot of things going on to make this place even greater than what it is. But we're working on it. We're having fun doing it, and I do want to capture something for everybody to do in here. I don't want to just have it about me. I want to even have it where it be like people can rent it out to do parties in here and stuff, you know. And we do birthday parties on the weekends.
Do y'all hear that?
Yeah, we have one this weekend. We have birthday parties, and our main birthday party is an hour and a half party. They come in for an hour and a half and have fun. We have 2.5 hour parties and 3 hour parties. Those are expensive, but hour and a half parties only $250, and they do that. People do that one the most. That one sells the most.
And it tires the kids out. You know what I'm saying? And they have a place where they can run and you know
Yeah.
and you don't have to
And they
keep
can run safely because we have it all matted out and all padded out.
right.
So this is
So what
another one of our coaches. That's Channy. Another one of our team and preteen coaches.
So, Perseus, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close it out. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put your information on the channel so that if they are interested, they definitely can reach out. So hopefully with Philippians 4:13, we can do all things through Christ. You'll start getting more calls as far as people wanting the service, you know? So I'm so happy that we did this. I'm so happy. So, all right.
Your day to come into our world a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I will talk to you later. And yes, Unlikely Butterflies, hopefully we will have them back again for the piece of just really understanding how to create your own business, because it is important.
And tell them if they want to reach out to us, you go to www.flawlessgymnastics.com.
Okay.
And our telephone number here is 682-593-7014.
Okay. Can you repeat that, Perseus? Can you repeat it one more time?
Our website is www.flawlessgymnastics.com. And our phone number here is 682-593-7014.
Okay.
And these are our flyers here, flawlessgymnastics.com. And come check us out. We have fun. We have fun with people in this place.
All right. Thank you. And you have a blessed day. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
I'm fucked that shit up, didn't mean to. Let's get back on the beat, let's do this shit. Yeah. I went through the gutter, I went through the rudder. I had to muster what the words to explain the pain that I was going through. Truth be told, it was a point in my life that I was there with the wall, trying to decide where I went wrong. Obviously, I doubted myself, writing this song for a longer rider, doing shit I shouldn't have done. Speaking of done, started feeling all depressed, obsessed with the fact no matter what I did, success is something that I never had, something that I would never get. Life hit me hard. Second that I turned 13, I started seeing things a kid at 13 shouldn't see. The negativity, the devil inside of me was confused, rude, and not in tune to what was going on. Respond me, myself, and I. How to decide who to rely on, who to depend on. I've come to the point in my life that I might need to defend for myself. At least that way if something goes wrong, I'm the only one affected by the night of day. So let the whole world know my word is the truth. Staring in the mirror, I see the damn proof. I don't need nobody to tell me otherwise. I paid the price and the sacrifices for everybody. I did this shit for everybody else, and I'm still nobody. But I need somebody, but whoa, anybody. Had my back, I've been through it all. Went through the gutter, I went through the rudder. I had to muscle up the words to explain the pain that I was going through. I don't know how to explain to you, but I'm just trying to make it through.
Look at this beautiful home. I know I showed it before, but I had to come here again. I'm truly in love with this home. Let me show you. Ooh, that's the shower. Too fresh. My wife will love that closet. Japhet, realtor. Should go into the room again. Ooh, sunshine, sunshine. Six 223-227-8336. If you or anyone you know are interested in buying a home, becoming a homeowner. You know I got the drip.